Sometimes being kind opens the door to others' greed, and when they take advantage of that kindness, they unknowingly sow the seeds of their own regret. When you extend your hand in kindness, you hope to lift others up, but some may see it as an invitation to exploit your generosity only to find themselves trapped in the consequences of their actions. Your kindness was a gift, a beacon of light in a world that often feels dark. It's disheartening to see others take that light for granted, but the universe has a way of ensuring that they face the shadows they created. Being kind is a strength, but when others take it for weakness, they often miscalculate the depth of your resilience. They may take advantage, but ultimately, the price they pay is far greater than what they bargained for. Those who mistook your kindness for weakness have learned a painful lesson. The hearts that offer compassion are also capable of setting firm boundaries when pushed too far. In a world where kindness is sometimes seen as a flaw, remember that those who take advantage will ultimately find themselves lost in their own deception, paying a steep price for their lack of respect. Your kindness was never an invitation for exploitation. It was a testament to your character. Those who fail to understand this will eventually realize that every action has its consequences. When people take advantage of your kindness, it's often a reflection of their own insecurities. They might think they're getting ahead, but the universe has a way of balancing the scales. Kindness is a powerful tool, but when it is misused, the ones who exploited it often find themselves facing repercussions they never saw coming. You opened your heart, thinking they would appreciate your kindness, only to discover that they saw it as an opportunity to manipulate. Now they are paying the price for underestimating your strength. Sometimes, those who take advantage of your kindness end up facing the harsh reality of their actions, learning that their deceit will lead them to a lonely path. Your kindness was meant to uplift, but their selfishness turned it into a weapon against you. Now, as they grapple with the fallout, they're learning that kindness isn't a weakness, but a power they cannot control. When others exploit your kindness, they often think they've won. Yet, as they grapple with the consequences of their actions, it becomes clear that their victory was fleeting and your kindness was never theirs to take. They may have taken advantage of your kindness for a moment, but the lessons learned will linger far longer, teaching them the value of respect and the consequences of exploitation. Every act of kindness is a choice, and while some may choose to exploit it, they inevitably learn that every choice comes with its own price tag, and theirs is steep. In their quest to exploit your kindness, They forgot that the kindness you give is a reflection of your strength, not a sign of weakness. The price they now pay is a bitter lesson in humility. They took your kindness and twisted it for their own gain. But life has a way of evening the score, reminding them that their actions have far-reaching consequences. When people take advantage of your kindness, it can feel like a betrayal. However, as they navigate the repercussions of their choices, you find solace in knowing your heart was never meant to be exploited. Your kindness was a shield meant to protect and uplift. Those who took advantage of it are now grappling with the realization that they've only brought harm upon themselves. It's painful to watch someone take advantage of your kindness, but remember, they will eventually pay the price for their betrayal, while you emerge stronger and wiser. Those who took advantage of your kindness might think they've won, but life has a way of balancing the scales. Their exploitation has consequences, and those consequences are often harsher than they can imagine. In the end, the ones who exploited your kindness will realize that true strength lies not in taking, but in giving freely without expectation. Their price is one of solitude and regret. They thought your kindness was a weakness, a chink in your armor, but now they're discovering that their attempts to exploit it have left them vulnerable to the very consequences they sought to avoid. It's tragic when kindness is mistaken for a lack of strength, yet as they navigate their own challenges, they'll learn that exploiting others only leads to a cycle of pain. Their exploitation of your kindness was a gamble, and now the chips are down. They're beginning to see that every choice has a ripple effect, and their actions are returning to them in ways they never anticipated. They saw your kindness as an opportunity to gain without giving back, but now they're feeling the weight of their choices as they realize that kindness is a two-way street. When your kindness was met with exploitation, it was a harsh reminder that not everyone values what they have. Now they're paying for their oversight with a heavy heart. You offered your kindness freely, hoping to inspire and uplift, but their greed turned it into a weapon. Now they're left to grapple with the consequences of their actions. Those who took advantage of your kindness are now waking up to the bitter truth. Exploitation may bring temporary rewards, but the long-term costs are often unbearable. In their pursuit of self-interest, they failed to see that kindness is a precious gift. Now, as they face the fallout of their actions, they understand the price of their greed. They thought your kindness was an invitation for manipulation, but the reality is that every choice has consequences, and they're learning this lesson the hard way. When kindness is mistaken for a weakness, it can lead to exploitation. Those who took advantage of your generosity are now experiencing the consequences of their actions. You extended your kindness with an open heart, yet some saw it as an opportunity to exploit. Now, they're confronting the painful truth that their actions have a price. The irony is that they thought they could thrive on your kindness while neglecting to nurture their own integrity. Now they're discovering that the universe always finds a way to restore balance. Their exploitation of your kindness was a gamble they didn't expect to lose, but as reality sets in, they're learning that every choice they made has led them to this moment of reckoning. They may have taken advantage of your kindness, but the true cost is theirs to bear. As they navigate the repercussions, they're realizing that kindness cannot be treated as a commodity. In their greed, they overlooked the warmth of your kindness, believing they could manipulate it for their gain. Now, as they deal with the fallout, the lesson becomes painfully clear. Your kindness was a lifeline, not a doormat. Those who took advantage are now facing the reality that kindness comes with boundaries, and their actions have crossed them. When you offered your kindness, it was a reflection of your values. They took advantage, believing they could manipulate your goodwill, but now they're grappling with the consequences of their choices. As they reveled in the advantages of your kindness, they didn't realize that kindness, once exploited, often leads to isolation and regret. Now, a harsh reality they must confront. Their desire to exploit your kindness was driven by their own insecurities. Now, as they pay the price, they're beginning to understand that true strength lies in mutual respect. You welcomed them with open arms, only to have them take advantage of your kindness. Now, as they face the repercussions, they're learning that kindness is a privilege, not a right.